I cannot breathe right now. I literally just finished watching the latest episode of General Hospital, and I am shaking. Are you guys seeing this? Please, tell me I am not the only one who is losing their absolute mind over what they just did. I have been watching this show religiously since 2015 through the good, the bad, and the downright ridiculous, but this is next level. I need to vent, I need to scream, and I need to break down exactly what is happening because my brain is going a million miles a minute. First of all, let's talk about that ending. I can't believe they actually went there. I mean, we all knew Ross Cullum was dangerous, right? We knew he was a bad guy, a dirty WSB agent with zero morals. But brutally murdering Marco Rios in Alexis Davis's law office with a knife. The sheer violence of it, the cold-blooded nature of how he just cornered Marco and ended him, I am still sick to my stomach thinking about Alexis walking in and finding that gruesome bloody scene on March 24. Poor Alexis. Hasn't she been through enough with the whole Danny and Scout guardianship nightmare? Now she's stumbling over corpses in her own workplace. But wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's back up. So, Marco Hughes is dead. And I know some people are going to say, well, Marco brought it on himself because he was messing with things he didn't understand. He thought he was being so smart stealing those vials of Britt Westbourne's Huntington's medication to help Lucas reverse engineer them. He actually thought Cullum wouldn't make a move without hard proof because he was scared of Jen Sidwell's fury. Oh, Marco. Sweet, naive, foolish Marco. You underestimated a monster. Cullum isn't the type to wait for a signed confession. He found out Marco was the leak thanks to Pascal's snooping, and he acted immediately. But here is the part that is making me scream at my television screen. Cullum isn't just a murderer, he is an absolute evil genius. Because what does he do after slashing Marco to death? He doesn't just run and hide. He meticulously, carefully, and brilliantly frames Sonny Corinthos for the murder. Yes, Sonny. I mean, let's just pause and appreciate the sheer audacity of this frame job. Cullum knows that Jen Sidwell is going to go on a nuclear rampage when he finds out his son is dead. Sidwell is a ruthless mobster in his own right, and he's going to want blood. So Cullum points the finger straight at Sonny. It is the perfect distraction. Sidwell is already crying on Ava Jerome's shoulder, vowing violent revenge against Sonny, and the PCPD is going to be all over the Corinthos cartel. Sonny is completely blindsided. For once in his life, Sonny Corinthos is actually innocent of the crime he is being accused of. And who is stepping up to defend Sonny? Rick Lansing. Rick Lansing, you guys. Am I the only one who finds this hilariously ironic? Rick, who has tried to destroy Sonny a dozen times over the decades, is now his criminal defense attorney trying to save him from a murder charge he didn't commit. The dynamic here is incredible. I know, Carly warned Sonny about trusting Rick, and Alexis is terrified that Rick is going to cause a disaster, but honestly, I am here for it. Rick has that slimy, cunning lawyer energy that Sonny desperately needs right now because Cullum's setup is flawless. Okay, back to the main point, because this is where my brain completely exploded. Josslyn Jax. Can we talk about Josslyn for a second? I have had a very love-hate relationship with Joss over the years. Sometimes she is the fierce, independent powerhouse we love, and other times she is a hypocritical, judgmental mess. But right now she is the MVP of Port Charles. According to the spoilers for the week of March 23 to 27, specifically around March 26, Josslyn is going to have some massive lightbulb moments. She is putting her thinking cap on connecting the dots and solving the entire puzzle. Think about it. Josslyn has been in the loop with Jack Brennan. She knows about the WSB corruption. She knows Britt is in grave danger. So when the news of Marco's murder breaks and Sonny is suddenly the prime suspect, Josslyn's brain starts working overtime. She figures out the stolen medication drama. She realizes that Marco was killed because he was trying to help Britt score her freedom from Cullum's twisted cold fusion project. And then the ultimate realization hits her. Cullum killed Marco and Cullum is making Sonny the fall guy. This is the best dilemma they have written in years. I am sorry, but the irony is just too delicious. Josslyn hates Sonny. She has been ranting and raving for months, years even, about how Sonny needs to be brought to justice. She wants him to pay for his crimes, for Dex, for the mob, violence, for everything he has put her mother and her family through. She has been praying for Sonny's downfall. And now she holds the absolute key to his freedom. Imagine being Josslyn in this moment. You have the truth. You know Sonny is innocent of this specific crime. If you stay quiet, Sonny goes down. He goes to prison for the rest of his life, or worse, Jen Sidwell murders him in the streets of Port Charles. Josslyn could literally just sit back, sip her coffee at Kelly's, and watch her biggest enemy get destroyed by a crime he didn't even commit. It is everything she ever wanted handed to her on a silver platter. But, and this is a massive capital BBU but, Cullum is still out there. If Josslyn lets Sonny take the fall, that means Ross Cullum gets away with murder. It means Cullum gets to continue his reign of terror. It means Britt Westbourne remains a hostage to his cold fusion prototype demands, facing fatal ramifications if she doesn't comply. We already know Cullum blocked Britt's escape at Pier 55 and forced her back to Windermere. We already know Jason Morgan got arrested by Dante and couldn't save her in time. Cullum is a rogue lethal WSB director with unlimited resources and zero conscience. Josslyn has to realize that Cullum is far more dangerous than Sonny right now. Sonny is a known quantity. He's a mob boss with a code, even if that code is highly questionable. Cullum is a wild card who is perfectly fine with slashing throats in law offices and putting the entire world at risk with his cold fusion agenda. I know some people in the fandom are saying Josslyn should just let Sonny rot, but personally I think that would destroy her character. Josslyn is Carly's daughter, yes, but she also has Jax's sense of justice. She can't let a monster like Cullum walk free just to settle a personal score with Sonny. She knows that letting Cullum get away with this will only lead to more heinous crimes, more innocent blood spilled. So what is she going to do? She is going to have to put her personal vendetta aside. She is going to have to do the right thing, which means clearing Sonny's name. I cannot wait to see the look on her face when she realizes she has to save Sonny Corinthos. The sheer agony, the frustration, the bitter pill she is going to have to swallow. It is going to be Emmy-worthy television, I am calling it right now. Eden McCoy is going to act the absolute house down in these scenes. But wait, because this is General Hospital and nothing is ever that simple. The spoilers say Josslyn could land in some major danger of her own if Cullum figures out what she is up to. And you know he will. Cullum is too smart. If Josslyn starts poking around, asking questions, trying to expose his frame job, he is going to notice. We already know Brennan warned Josslyn that if Cullum finds out they are onto him, they will both be killed. Brennan wasn't exaggerating. Cullum just gutted a man for stealing some pills. What do you think he is going to do to a college student who is trying to unravel his entire master plan? I am terrified for Josslyn. I really am. She is brave, maybe too brave for her own good. She is going to make it her mission to take Cullum down, and she is going to put a target directly on her own back. And where is everyone else? While this is happening, Jason is dealing with his WSB arrest, and Dante, Carly is distracted by Valentine Cassadine hiding out at her house. Michael is busy dealing with Olivia catching him and Jacinda naked, completely oblivious to the fact that his sister Christina is crushing on his girlfriend, which is a whole other mess we need to talk about later. Because, what is that storyline? Josslyn is basically on her own here. Maybe she teams up with Jack Brennan. God, I hope so. Their dynamic is so good, and Brennan at least knows how the WSB operates. But even Brennan is struggling to stay one step ahead of Cullum. Let's just take a moment to appreciate how beautifully all these storylines are converging. You have the medical drama with Britt Huntington's meds, the mob war brewing between Sidwell and Sonny, the legal drama with Rick Lansing, the WSB spy thriller with Cullum and Brennan, and right in the middle of it all is Josslyn Jax holding the puzzle pieces. I remember back in the day when they tried to make Josslyn this teenage detective during the whole Esme revenge porn storyline, and it felt a little forced. But this feels earned. She has been entrenched in this world for years now. She survived Esme, she survived the Hook Killer, she survived the whole Dex Sonny fallout. She is ready for this. But I swear, if the writers have Cullum kidnap Josslyn and put her in a freezer or something, I am going to riot. We already have Drew Kane locked in his own body thanks to Willow and Sidwell's paralytic drug, another storyline that is making me pull my hair out. Let Drew speak. We have Britt held hostage at Windermere. We do not need Josslyn becoming another damsel in distress. I want her to outsmart Cullum. I want her to be the one who brings his entire house of cards crashing down, and the fallout between Josslyn and Sonny. If she actually saves him, that is going to fundamentally change their dynamic forever. Sonny won't be able to just dismiss her as a bratty kid anymore. He will owe her his life, his freedom. And Josslyn will have to live with the fact that she let her worst enemy go free for the greater good. It is complex, it is messy, and it is exactly why I watch soap operas. Okay, I need to calm down. My heart rate is way too high for this time of night. But seriously, the week of March 23 to 27 is gonna go down in GH history. Cullum is a terrifying villain, Marco's death is a tragic catalyst, Sonny is in the fight of his life, and Josslyn Jax is about to become the hero Port Charles didn't know it needed. I am going to need a strong drink and a support group to get through these next few episodes. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Am I crazy for thinking Josslyn is actually going to save Sonny? Do you think Cullum's going to catch her? And seriously, someone please go check on Alexis Davis. The woman needs a spa day and a therapist immediately.